Hi dear, so today we are going to continue with the second element of art, that is shapes. Okay, so you can start noting down the descriptions as well. So the first one was line, we had deep descriptions about that. Now the second one is shapes. Okay, so the shapes are formed by joining more lines, right? So we will always note down the description as a shape is something that is formed by drawing lines. Okay, anything that is formed by lines is called a shape, but it's also must be an enclosed space. So when you are doing two lines randomly somewhere will not make a shape. You need to make it in a way like it is an enclosed, that makes an enclosed space. Okay, so when you're making one curve like this, it makes an enclosed space and making like and forms the shape called circle. And when you draw four lines, two horizontal and two vertical, in an enclosed way, it makes another shape called square. So these all shapes we are forming is in a 2D form. 2D means two dimensional, that it has width and length. Okay, so on a surface when we are drawing something, a shape is a 2D also. So these are formed by lines, and this is a flat 2D which is drawn on the surface. Okay, surface can be paper, wall or anything. Okay, so again another thing, it is as I said before, any two lines when you're making will not make a shape. It should be a closed space. Okay, it should be an enclosed space, and it has a length and width, and that is the two dimensional which we used to say before. Okay, so this much is the things you need to note about the shapes. And also one more thing, that these shapes, whatever the shape is, has a proper name, and its name comes after counting the number of sides or the lines used. Okay, so if we say like for the circle we have used only one single curve, and it has no starting or beginning, it has no corners, that's the only shape without any corners and edges. Okay, no, it has an edge but no corners. Okay, so each shape, if we say, it is named after the number of lines and sides. This this many descriptions you can note down, and this is for your own understanding. If some kids, when some little ones are coming, you don't need to teach them about the 2D and everything. Okay, they will not understand, so just go directly to the name of each shape, and the number of sides etc can be taught to them. Also there is a classification of this shape, maybe that can also be taught to them, just the name, and you don't need to make notes for them and all. You can just repeat whenever you are coming across in your sessions, when you are coming across these shapes, you can just repeat these names, then they will grasp it. Okay, so that's enough. So let's move to the classification. So these shapes can be classified into two, that is, one is a geometrical shape or a regular shape. Okay, a regular shape, or it can be also called a geometrical shape. So any shape with a proper equation or with a mathematical way can apply, or it has some rules with which the length, area etc can be calculated, then it can be called as a geometrical shape. Any shape which is not able to apply these kind of mathematical equations are called organic or free-form shape. And regular shape or geometrical shape has a specific name, and whenever we say that specific name, everyone can relate to that. But in organic or free-form shape, we can't put a name for it. Maybe we can relate it to some object and all. Then according to each person, the shape can be varied. Okay, so I will just show you the example of some geometrical shapes, the basic shapes which we already know. These all comes under the uh, I mean regular or geometrical shapes. They are circle, square, rectangle, triangle, diamond. All these shapes comes under the geometrical shape. So you can write down geometrical shape and mark all these. You can draw all these. So next is an organic shape or the freeform shape. So this is the shape. If we say like draw the shape of a bird or draw the shape of a tree, so you have a shape in your mind but may not be same what I have in my mind. So this can't be make it like accurate for everyone. Okay, right? So such shapes in which the mathematics also cannot be applied, the areas or anything cannot be calculated, such shapes are called freeform or organic shapes. Okay, so now few examples I will draw, then you will understand. So just imagine I'm going to draw a wiggly line shape. So something you have in your mind, but I will be drawing something different also. See? So that's the difference between organic shape and the geometric shape. Okay, so this is one shape. Okay, like if I say like a water splash, this is how I draw, but when you draw, these curves can be on any other side or any difference will be there. Definitely we all will not make exact copy paste of the same thing, right? Without looking. So such type or such shapes are called freeform shapes or organic shapes. Now I'm drawing a tree. When I say draw a tree, I can make a shape like this also, but you can make another shape like this also, because these both are the shape of the tree only, and someone can make it this way also, right? This is also another shape of a tree only. So these kind of irregular shapes are called organic or free form shapes. Okay, but when we say circle, everyone will make circle only, right? However, the big or smaller doesn't matter, the circle is always a circle only, and an oval will always be an oval only. So just like that, you can note the organic shapes or free form shapes as well. Now we have discussed like the shapes can be determined by the number of sides as well, the lines used as well, right? So let me say, if any shape with one single line. Can be a circle or can be an oval. If you know any other shapes, a geometrical shape, mostly geometrical shapes we say, but actually organic shapes like heart or crescent, etc., can also be mentioned. Okay, so it's not too many. Okay, so anyway, these two are the shapes which used by a single line. Okay, by a single line because there is no corners. So you can just mark the circle and oval, and here the number of lines used. The next one is a shape with two lines used. Okay, so one can be a semicircle. Here we use a curvy line and a horizontal line in the bottom. So curvy line on the top and horizontal line on the bottom, or either way you can make it in the ulta also. It's totally fine, but what we have to do is this is and also if you know any other shapes using two lines can also be used. I'm making a heart also, though it is an organic shape. Okay, and crescent also, it's an organic shape. Still, let's include in it. Here is one curvy line, here is the second curvy line. So this one and this is two, this is one and this is two, and maybe a crescent also we can do. Now we are moving to the third section, or the one which make using three lines, that is a triangle. So any triangle, why we saying like that? Because any shape which involves three lines will make three angles on each corner. So that's why it's called as a triangle. Okay, triangle to triangle. So that's why these all are triangle only. However, we make these all are triangle, maybe right angle, obtuse angle, kind of different names are there, but still it's all a triangle. And you can see it has three sides or three lines. On the first one, we made two slanting lines and a horizontal line. Second one vertical, horizontal, and a slanting line. And third one, two slanting lines and a horizontal line. Now moving forward to the fourth one, that is the shape using four lines. So you all know that if all the lines are equal or equal length, it can be a square. Here we used two horizontal and two vertical. Another one is a rectangle. There also two horizontal and two vertical, but the length is different. Then again, another shape, that's a diamond shape. Here two slanting to this side and two slanting to that side, and these two lines are parallel to each other. Right, so these are the basic four shapes. If you know any more shape, add more to the list, and also let me know as well. Now the fifth section, or the shapes with five lines, it's called the pentagon. And there is another classification also for the shapes, that is regular shapes and irregular shapes. Okay, so the regular shapes means any shape with all the lines are of equal length, it can be called as a regular shape. If it is not equal, it can be an irregular shape, but not the free form or the organic. Here the regular means the lines are equal, but for the irregular means the lines are not equal. But don't get confused with the geometrical regular, and don't think like free form or organic is irregular. Okay, it will never be. Okay, just mark it for yourself only. The regular shape means the all sides length are equal, and irregular means not equal. So this is an irregular pentagon. If we draw a regular pentagon, it will come almost like this. Okay, this will be the shape. So just mark it for your knowledge only. And it has five sides, five lines, two slanting, two vertical, one horizontal. Here four slanting, one horizontal. Anyway, now let's move to the sixth one. That's a hexagon. So any shape with six sides can be called as a hexagon, either regular hexagon or irregular hexagon. Okay, and after that, with the seven sides, that is septagon, eight sides octagon, nine side nonagon, 10 side decagon, like it's a long list, and we are not focusing on all those. Let's stop with these lines. So when you're teaching your kids, make sure you are making enough practice sessions for them. Like maybe for your 1 hour session, first 10 minutes or 5 minutes, you can make them practice the shapes and lines and all. And whenever making the shapes, make sure you are teaching them to make it line by line, not simply like adding all the lines in one single stroke. It will not make a proper shape. As you know, the lines are the basic element. If the lines are proper, the shape will be proper. If the shapes are proper, the entire drawing will be proper. So focusing from the very little element, the entire picture can affect from that. Okay, so I hope you all will practice yourself and make the little ones practice it in the proper way. Now we are moving to a next session, that's called the scribble art. Okay, so now we have learned lines and shapes. Now we are going to make an art using this lines and shapes only. Okay, so that art is also called a scribble art, and it's also a part of art therapy, where which you can just think about any of your emotions, unresolved past events or anything, let it be, can be, just imagine now, visualize it in front of you, whatever happened, okay? Or and just that feeling you have feeling in your mind, just feel like, imagine like you are flowing it through your hand to that paper. Okay, so maybe if you're angry, you can make a lot of spirals or something like that. And if you are confused, make some loop lines. If you are so happy, make some wavy lines. If you are so calm and all, then you can make a lot of waves. Anything, just let that lines and shapes according to your, just connect each of the emotions to some lines and let it flow out of your body, and let's make it into that paper. Later we can throw it away, burn it away, or just keep it also, no problem, but let it go away from your body. Okay, so here I'm simply doing using my markers, and you can just grab anything around you, any marker, pencil, uh, fine liner, colors, whatever, because there is no rule, no correction, nothing. Okay, so you don't have to copy this with me. Maybe you just watch it and get an idea what is a scribble art. I hope you already understood what I'm saying. So in case if you, but I don't want you to copy the same. Okay, you can make this in your own way. Whatever comes in your mind, whatever coming out of your hand, let it come and finish it. Okay, so here I'm randomly doing all these lines and all, the patterns, the shapes, eyes, whatever. Okay, so just complete it and that's it. For the next session we will move forward with the colors, and more detailings we will share them. Okay, take care. Take care. Thank you.